Alright, it looks like I'm live. So I'm going to go over to YouTube so I can put it on and see things the way everybody else sees things. Alright, and I'm going to definitely have to mute because I was at Johnny's live earlier. I have the volume on. I was at Johnny's live earlier. Okay. Alright, it looks like I got everything going the way it's supposed to. Okay, so I have Carla's signatures here. And I've already picked out the things. You know, she did some picking herself, but now I'm putting it into signatures. So the order that this goes in, I don't suppose you have to have them in this order, the 3 tab sets. But I like them to go top, middle, bottom. You could put bottom, middle, top. I suppose you could do it any way you want to do it all. But that's how I like to put them. So there's that. So I've already divided up all the pages that she chose, and I have, gotten some other things that I feel complement. So in this first signature, we have a Cinder Skeleton book page, a black page, these 3 smaller pages, the part of the exorcism game, card game from Germany. Hey, Carla and Stephanie. I guess I suppose we could take that out now. One of these, she picked this 3 things to go. So this is the snake page that we talked about. And rather than cut the page, I really hate it when the words are cut off. And I did have to do that a couple of times. But for this one, I just did a refold. I folded it and I folded this. And you can choose when you get it, Carla, whether you want to cut it off or turn it into a pocket or just have a little flippy kind of thing. But I couldn't bring myself to cut the page. And that's the back side of that. So now we're going to pick the order we want these to go in. Carla, for mine, I did not have the file folder as the outside page. I had taken one of the book covers and put it on the outside. So do you want the file folder to be the outside and everything inside? Or do you want something on the outside and then, the next page be the file folder and then the rest of it on the inside? You could easily go either way. It doesn't really matter. So these are going to form a kind of a waterfall effect. And that'll go somewhere else. So I think we want to let's lead with this page. And then we'll go Cinder Skeleton. And then that black page and that. Okay, no problem. That is perfect. Okay, you had a torn page, which I love the torn pages. Okay. So right in here, I want to have that waterfall effect page. One in the middle, and one at the bottom. Okay. So when we do it, you'll flip it open and it'll be just like this. That's our cinder skeleton page. The waterfall effect page, with a nice black page. Oops, that's got to get split in there, right? That's going to be the middle, and then we'll go back the other way. This is your torn page. And so there's our first signature. Look at that, already done. Ta-da! Takes me longer to choose the things. So in the second one, I saved out another, and this is backwards. I saved out another of these, and this one I did cut. But it had this kind of, it's not quite folded right. Hold on. I hate it when it's just a little bit off. Okay, so it has this kind of, it's a photography effect. But you can kind of only see part of the person, so it's a little creepy. This is one of those pages from that Necromunda thing. We've got your Dracula thing in this signature. And that. So those are your pages. So let's start. Where do we want to start at? We'll probably make this the first page just because we did in the other. I think I like the red page. I'm glad you like it. We'll go Necromundia. Oh, and I got you a medical dictionary page that I thought was cool. We're going to put that. I think I don't like that there. Let's put that there. I don't want it right next to the. And then where do we think that should go? Probably it should go right here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I think I'm short a page. Let me count that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm short 2 pages because there's supposed to be 8 pages. 1, 2. I've lost my mind. Okay, so let's go. Let's get one of these lab sheets in here. That'll be fun. But it'll have to be on the inside, otherwise it won't. No, that's not. We'll see how it goes. Okay. See, that's why you always have to double count. So this is your gray file folder. And we're going to open it up and we're going to have fun stuff going on. We get Dracula. And before I sew it in, I will gesso that so that it's not all shiny. Do we ever make it though? Or do we just remain? I like to flip through just to make sure I like how it looks. Sometimes you flip through and you're like, why did I put those things close to one another? Oh, yeah, I like that. I like that in there. I think that's cool. All right. So 2 signatures in the order that they're supposed to go in. Okay. I couldn't help myself. I kept finding pages, Carla. What do you think of that one? The front page is the most. And it's also a nice thick page. And then I picked out this one too. It's a picture page, so the ocean, there could be creepy stuff in there. And I won't glue these down. You can cut them off if you don't want to have a pocket on the page, but I left it as an option. Here's a nice, calm, pristine lake. And since you can, add to it, or you could just write over the top of it. But that way there's some visual interest for the book, before you get started. Okay, so we're going to start out with this page again. I'm trying to put that in backwards. Awesome. Okay. Let's see, I guess it would help if we just find a page against here. 1, 2. Okay, so there's that. And then let's do this. All right. That way there's things you can incorporate if you want to, or you'll know they're there. You can cover them over, but I hope that you think that's kind of cool. But that'll be your signatures complete. I hope that you like them. Next up, let's check out Janice's signature. So what I do with, I've got all this stuff on here. I need to tuck yours back into its little doodah. So it doesn't get separated from the extra doodahs that are collecting. All right. Hey, Janice. Hi, Christine. How are you ladies doing this evening? Okay, so 1, 2. Okay, we've got the 3 file folders. And this is the order for, these are your signatures I'm putting together right now, Janice. You're okay. I'm okay. I struggled. I should have been on earlier today, and I've really been struggling all day. But what finally convinced me was I was letting Carla know that something came in the mail. And I was like, you know what? I always feel better after I go live. Just go live. Don't be a big sissy about the whole thing. Okay, so what we have to do is I'm going to put these things off to the side because we need 8 pages per. And then we're just going to start dividing them into the folders. So each one gets a book page, or a book cover. And then we've got, so there's our Cinder Skeleton page, our Jekyll and Hyde doohickey, and We'll do the There Was an Old Mummy page in this one. Let's see. Oh, it's got the fun castle in it and the spider. He swallowed a spider. Oh, we don't want to do that because the cover's in there. We want a different book page than. So let's take out Cinder Skeleton and put it over here, and let's put the spider one over here. We don't want the cover and the page book in the same doohickey. That's no fun. All right. So the rest of those are for the. Did you do it? Oh, there it is. Okay. I just want to put these together. I want to slide that in there because that will start the goodie pile. Yay, Janie! Hi, Janie. Oh, it takes a long time, but you know what? It always looks so cool. But I feel you on the frustration level. It does take a while to get there, doesn't it? Okay, so that gets us 1, 2. Are we just at 2 pages per? I feel like we might have 3 pages in this one. Okay. So what's missing in this one? We got a book cover and a page. Okay, so that's so that we have 3. And it doesn't match the cover. Okay, and then I feel like let's do the black page in the burgundy one, or in the purple, the dark purple. Let's do. I like teal and the gray is a nice color combo. And then I need a. I think I want. Hold the phone. Hold the phone for a second. Yeah, one of those. I need one of those. For this color, I think those go good together. Okay, so the rest of those are for the. Oh, there was one. I just didn't see it. Okay, that's goodies. Okay, so how many pages do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4 in this one. 1, 2, 3, 4 in this one. 1, 2. Only 3 in this one. What are we missing out of this one? Like an extra thing. Like an extra thing. Okay. Janice, would you be interested in having one of these Kansas ledger papers? I'll have to trim it a little bit on the side, but it doesn't stick out too terribly much because we go by the back of the file folder, so we'd have to trim off about that much. Would that be an okay thing? And I can trim off the bottom, or I can fold it up, and then you can decide if you want to cut it off later if you don't want a pockety thing. Fold it? Okay. I'll do that. So we'll leave it sticking out for right now, using it as a page. So there's that's the 4th page. Now we can do our waterfall pages. Woohoo! Okay. So we need our 3 smaller sheets for our waterfall page. Okay. I know you like ledgers, so I didn't figure you'd, and it's a good solid base page, you know. This is one of those lab sheets. It's got some grid on it, and it's blank on one side. It's a little bit thinner of a page, but it is fun to use, and so. And then I think we'll do. Come here, you trying to hide from me. Silliness. Let's see. Oh, you know what? And I'm on top tat too, like a dork. Oh, you can't leave me alone for 5 seconds. Yeah. There's nothing actually wrong. I just overthink things, and sometimes it gets me into trouble. I know you're over there like, no, you don't. Yeah, I really do. I'm terrible about it. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Oh, this is a good color. Let's go with some of these. Get out of the paper clip. Paper clip in my way. And then we'll go purple because the gray and purple will go together. It's gray. Hold on. Oh, it's green. It's hard to tell. The light is not good in here. And the grandkids were here, and it was loud, and sometimes it gets to the point where somebody blows up, and then the kids, got very rambunctious last night, and then an adult blew up, and I don't like that. I don't think that's a good way to handle a situation. So it makes me back away, and then it makes it harder for me the next day to interact, and it's just a whole thing for me personally. Hey, Tammy, how you doing? So now we're going to, I was explaining earlier, Janice, now you can have them in any order you want. I always tend to put them top tab, middle tab, bottom tab. But if you want them in a different order, let me know. Oh, Carla, I'm so sorry to hear that. Ewy. Nobody likes losing their lunch. That's gross. It's gross when it happens. It's gross when you have to deal with it later. Left, middle, right. What's left? The order it's in, or the opposite direction? Like, do you want it to go this one? You want gray, yellow, burgundy, or burgundy, yellow, gray? I'm having an off weekend, But I thought to myself, I was not going to go live. I've been trying to get in a gun, a baseball bat, or a friend. Hopefully you did it somewhere where you don't have to do the cleanup, where it's like outside and the rain will wash it away. Or you made it to a receptacle of some sort. And I'm sorry to hear that you're not feeling well either, Tammy. I do. I get that kind of nauseated feeling when I get too hot too, Carla. Yay, in the grass. I know that's wrong thinking, but okay, so let's start. Where do we want? What do we want as our first? Okay, and then the other thing I went with, Carla said she was a little OCD and she wants her file folder on the outside. Now I made mine last year with a page. It doesn't have to be this page, but I went page file folder, and then I put the rest inside. Do you want your file folder to be the outside? Weirdo sometimes. She lives in a house instead of an apartment, so I don't know how many weirdos are hanging out in her laundry area, but it can still be disconcerting, depending on whether or not your backyard's fenced off and exposed to just people wandering by. Oh, I hope you don't have COVID. Ew. Oh. Well, we'll keep you in our thoughts, Tammy, for sure. It's just the backyard. My 50-year-old dryer. Okay, so Janice, I'm going to guess you want all the pages inside the file folder. Okay, so one outside is fine with you? Okay, let's see. What do we think would go good on the outside of the gray one? Those go together. What do we got? You know what? We could, I think that would be fun. What do you think? We start with the castle on the outside, in the middle, of course. Then that, and then let's see. One elusive raccoon. Yeah, I'm surprised you went all the way until 11 a.m. That's oof. I need a large tea dyed sheet. Go grab one. A large tea dyed sheet. You know, handy as that. Let's just take you over here with the rest of this stuff. Ouch! Ouch. Sometimes I'm a victim of my own paper. Okay. I think actually nice. And then we'll have in the very, very middle. We'll do our waterfall right here. Tea in the middle. Let's see. Okay, ooh, the chat is flying. It's going to be colorful, so well, and you're covering most of it, so it's a glue book after all. Yeah, Leslie, I talked to it real sweet. No, I just almost tripped over my own feet. I stubbed my toe and then I stepped on my own foot. It was exciting. Oof, that's a lot, Carla. All the new ones are so schmancy, but they don't seem to last. So that's going to be your first signature. So let's do a little flip through. Come on. You got your nice waterfall effect there. Book cover, which we'll decoupage on. We'll have that be the middle, which is our Berenstain Bears book page. And then we just fly back the other way. There's one down. I love using the kids' book pages as part of the books. I think it's just fun. Okay, so we've got, what do we want to use on the outside of the file folder? I think this will look good. Maybe we'll just go kids' book pages on the outside. That's fun. Actual ghosts dressed up as witches and goblins and skeletons. That's funny. Okay. Now in here we've got Janice chose Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde for her dust jacket. And then we'll do a lot of really great businesses closed during COVID. I was not just food stuff, but mom and pop places and, you know, the smaller businesses, I think took, and, you know, franchise stuff, I think took a bigger hit than corporations and stuff. Okay, so there's our second signature. So one, jiggle it, and I'll gesso the inside of that. We'll have decoupaged inside there. And gessoed inside there. Oops. And there we are. And that's the back. I love all the ghosts dressed up as other stuff. That just cracks me up. I hope that you're as amused as I am. You have 4 acres. Oh my gosh. Well, you guys have, that's a good amount of acreage though. They were good at what they did. Yeah, that's sad. Okay, and then Janice, this is your third signature. You've got this. So we're gonna fold and refold, but for now, that's not gonna be the outside for sure. Let's see, what do we want to put on the outside? Ooh, how about I don't want to. I want to be able to see, or I think I like it when you can see most of the outside of the file folder around the page. So I'm going to do this old mummy on the outside, and then we've got your cinder skeleton page. There's black cinder skeleton, and then this will be folded so you have an extra piece on the. We all know how this goes. We're going to make some changes. Let's see how that fits. I need to pull these. Sorry. I want to make sure it's going to fit. Yeah, that fold should maybe just a tiny smidge. That should work. Let's make sure that's. And I will let you decide, how you work that. Because you can always cut this off and have a pocket on one side and a tuck on the other. But for now, I will leave it like that, and you can decide when you get it how you would like it to be. That way you have options for pockets and. So that's the outside. Let's make sure that actually fits now. Well, it doesn't go past the top tab, so we're good. All right. So then I think we'll go Cinder Skeleton Black. And then I think we'll go gray instead of that black piece. Yes, paper ASMR. You are right. I didn't think this all the way through. And then let's do this one has a nice bit around the edges. Let's do this one. So each one's a little different, not quite, same. Now's the time to speak up, though, if you don't like the order it's in. Okay. There we go. Okay, so. Oh, that's nice because the purple and the covers echoed in that. That's cool. Okay, and then we've got. There's our Cinder Skeleton page. I think that blends in too much. I think we're going to have to. That's probably why there was a T1 there. Just because it blends. Okay, so there we go. I think that's less blendy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. Okay, good. It's got the right amount of pages. Okay, you like it fine? If you decide you want to make any changes to it, you can always message me later. So those will be your signatures. Ta-da! Da-da-da-da-da. I like it. I hope you like it. I need a thingy. I want these to be held together with them. I don't want to accidentally lose control of something. So there. Now it is. Now it is all there. And then you've got your extra goodies that we're building up. I'm going to throw in a couple of envelopes for sure. And tonight is making book cloth and gluing some of the stuff together. That's 2. All right, what do I have next? This is Rebecca's. So we'll put Rebecca's thingy over here. File folders. Is Rebecca in? I can't remember. I'm so terrible. Glue books are fun. I love making them. I love using them. It's semi-custom. Like Carla's is creepier than Rebecca's, and Janice's is more fall, less creep, you know? So hers is a little more fun book pages and fall stuff, whereas Carla's is way creepier. Let's be honest. All right, Jeannie. Safe travels on the road, and it was great having you in. I hope you get good rest after your long day of hard work. I can't even imagine mowing that much lawn. Right? Well, that's it with me too. All right, well, let's look at the timestamp here. So, at about 41 minutes. That way I can tell Rebecca where to look so she can take a look at it. Okay, so who's the other book for then? Leslie. Leslie, are you okay going last? Or are you going to be retiring soon? I'll do yours next if that's the case. 9 acres is a lot. Okay, I just want to make sure I don't if you were planning on retiring soon. I didn't want to make yours the last one. Not that I'm intentionally making it last in the first place. Okay, so that's the top, middle, right. So we're going to put a book cover in each one. Because that's how all these start. Except Carla's. Carla's, I put in other things. The Vanishing... You know what? Let's do the Berenstain Bears Trick or Treat. Nope, I'm going to... Because 2 of them are about pumpkins and 1 of them is about the Berenstain Bears. So we'll put the Berenstain Bears in the middle. And that's going to stick out some, so we'll have to decide if we're going to refold or cut. Okay. I can't even imagine. 9 acres is truly a good amount. Okay, and she chose... I want to leave that on there because that says gesso. Let's put it on the inside. Everybody wanted gesso on the inside. Okay. Hunchback of Notre Dame. Let's do There Was an Old Mummy. And I feel compelled to put a Cinder Skeleton in everyone. There's her evil stepsisters in this version of Cinder Skeleton. There's Cinder Skeleton. I love that book. I need to get more copies of it. It makes me happy. Right, so the rest of those will go inside. Okay, and then we need... So let's do green there. Purple. Do the orange. All right. There's your extra fill. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. This one doesn't have a book page. Let's do this one. So that's 4. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 3. How about this one? 4. Okay. And then we start our waterfall. Okay. 3. Oops, not that. There we go. Oh, wrong one. Try to add too many pages to one signature. Let's do. These are just grid papers. And a black. Yeah. Okay, so now we decide. Okay, I think I'm gonna go book page outside. Just I like that. And if Leslie, if you want to, not Leslie, Rebecca, if you want this, hopefully you'll watch this part later. I'll send you a message with the timestamp. If you want the book page on the inside, that is fine. It just nothing has to be outside the file folder. Some people like everything in the file folder. Some people are okay with a mix and match. But if you are like Carla said, I'm a little bit, type A about I want the file folder on the outside. That is just fine. Just let me know and I will change the order around a smidge. Okay, so how do we want this to go? I think let's do, I think this is where we're going to want another one of these. Okay, I think we're going to go like this. Hunchback. Black in the middle. And then our waterfall. And if you have any suggestions for other things you'd like, just let me know. Because, you know the variety of papers I have. So if you'd rather see something, you think, oh, I'd love a whatever in there, just let me know. Okay, so 1, 2, waterfall. That'll be decoupaged on the inside. That will be gessoed on the inside. That will be left as is. So it's not so, it's, I think when it's shiny, it's harder to glue stuff to it. And if you want to gesso on those book pages, or those book covers to cover up the white on the inside, it's way easier to do it before the book is, the signature sewn into the book than after. 100%. Okay, second one. Did anybody have, what did you guys do this weekend? Obviously, Carla tried to do laundry and had a moment because it's too hot. And I will agree, it is too hot everywhere, not just here. I barely went outside this weekend. Just was not my jam. Green. Cover. I feel like we're missing something. 1, 2, 3. I think we're gonna, let's go back to the inside. What do we got? Let's do one of these. And then I think we'll put the waterfall, because that'll be gessoed, so it won't be too plain. Let's put the waterfall right there. Okay. I don't know how I managed that. I made it full screen without touching anything. The file folder must have just brushed something. Okay. He swallowed the crow. Decoupaged. That's got some nice stippling there. Decoupaged. All right. Inside the tummy now is the rat, the spider, the crow, and apparently they're all having some, whatever that is, some brew. We'll just call it brew. So there's our second signature. What do we do there? Okay. I went to Galveston yesterday and rode the ferry to Bolivar Island. Ooh, nice. Yep, just hanging out in the tummy. Must be pretty groovy, right? Okay, so I think all of our pages are big here. Let's see. Oh, that's kind of nice though, right? If framed in orange. Okay. Okay, Rebecca, if you could let me know if you want this book cover, because it hangs out. And so this is going to be where this is this hangs outside of the book already. So it would hang out that much more. Do you want me to just trim it down a little bit? Or do you want me to refold this so that you have, like this? I don't want to actually fold anything, but you know what I mean? So that it let me know what your preference is on that. Because I don't want to do it unless I'm sure what you'd like to have happen with it, since it's your bookie book. Okay. I think we'll do our waterfall right here for a little something different. Because every page does not have to be the same. Again, if you would like to see a different order, just let me know. We can always have a live where it's unlisted and you can tell me exactly what to do with it. I am okay with that. I want you to be happy with your books. Okay. So that's our 3 signatures for that one. Let me find a clippy of some sort. Let's see if we can get this clippy around it. Oh, barely. Okay. Let me actually line them up first, though. Line them up. Because the tab on each file folder is going to go just a little bit outside of the book. Oh, it was closed. I'm sorry to hear that. Boo on Lighthouses being closed. Okay, so that is for the lovely Miss Rebecca. And there's her extra goodie goods. And that brings us to the lovely Miss Leslie. Okay. File folders. Okay. So you've got a detective file folder, a orange, and a pineapple. Ta-da! Okay, so that is our order. If you like the left, right, middle, or left, middle, right. Okay, so let's get our book covers going on. Okay. 2 and 3. All right. So we got a page from Where Is My Mummy? And the Ghosty Halloween book. Okay. Ooh, I think I like that with that. We'll do black there. Let's do a teal over here. Now let's see. So let's pick. Hold on, I gotta grab something. Around the corner without tripping and falling. What did you do with the rest of the things? I know you put them somewhere. Okay. There's that. And that. I think that will help. Oops. Okay. Now. You're going again in September. Fun. It's those little trips that make all the difference, right? Okay. Where did the misplace something? I need. Oh, there. There we go. Also, I'm missing something. Okay. Carla's got all the good day trip advice, doesn't she? Okay, so let's see. Best Halloween ever. We need our waterfall pages. Okay, let's see. Okay. Let's see how that looks. All right, so this one is a little bit long, but I think it could actually be trimmed without hurting. Do you prefer, Leslie, that it be trimmed or refolded and, with the flippy thing like that? It's just a smidge too long because it sticks out. Oh, well, it doesn't. It does not stick out past here, but this would probably stick out past the edge of the book. Okay, we'll see how it looks when I put it in the cover. And are you okay with something on the outside, or would you prefer just a file folder on the outside? Okay, perfect. Perfectly perfect. And here we've got your detective case file. I like it. Okay. Here we go for I need might do this on the outside. I think that might be fun. Waterfall. Ooh, that's a nice one. Very nice. Okay. There we go. And then a colorful surprise right in the middle. Woohoo! There we go. And that'll be decoupaged, of course, on the inside. Okay. That's number 2. And they'll be in the middle. They slide before they get sewn in. They float around and stuff. Yay! Texas is like 3 states in one. You got like the coastal area, the middle, and you've got that whole top part up there. It's crazy. Texas is a crazy amount of space. I was really looking forward to the trip. I'm very bummed. I lived in Houston for a little while, and I lived in San Antonio very, very briefly. But I've never really been a tourist through Texas. And there's if you go to the travel brochure thing, Texas's portion of that travel brochure thing in any state, if they have Texas, is like 5 or 6, it's not just a single or even 2, because most states have 2 or 3 parts. Texas has got about 8 sections, It's crazy. I'll do the big side on the outside this time. Big side on the outside. Yeah, you've got like so many different terrains, and it's just crazy. Okay, we need I know what's missing. Doo. But it's over there. It's far away from me. Oh, yeah. Okay, I think the green one was the middle. it was. There we go. And here we go. Decoupaged. I love the characters in this story. Decoupaged. There was even a princess ghost in there. I saw that. All right, Leslie, how do you feel about it? Yay. Mountain and armadillo. Nevada has Nevada. There's lots of nice stuff in Nevada too. I'm just over the desert. There's amazing things here. We have our mountains up there, you know. And all right. All the time I gotta get your extras all together. They're spread out all over the place. Here we go. 2, 3. Okay. Leslie. It's coming together. It's going to be a whole book before you know it. And visit a cat house. Well, Els would probably take you gemstone hunting. She's into that sort of thing. She watches videos and everything. Oh, I paused my own video. Isn't that awesome? Not live in my own live. So how about them apples? I'm going to shoot you guys each a couple of these in your package just for funsies. And I wanted to show you guys. Okay. No, that's not what I wanted to show you. All right. Are you prepared for this? This is eggplant as it was released previously. How many of you remember old eggplant? I'm not sure what we have here in Nevada. I know we have some gold. So this is old eggplant. So these are kind of the color variations that this is all I have left of old eggplant. And I think this is all cardstock. I don't think I have any of the paper. I have some file folders and some cardstock. No paper left. So do you guys get a kind of a feel? So this is old eggplant. And it was a beautiful color. And you guys know it was a fluke. Those of you that have been around long enough know that this was totally a fluke. It was a single color dye. It was supposed to be burgundy. Oh, I got it here to show you. And this is just the top of the batch, so I don't know how dark it's going to get. Turquoise, copper, gold, and amethyst, you think? Yeah. I'll ask her, or you could ask her if you're in her live tomorrow. She knows all about what kind of minerals and gemstones and stuff we have here. She's very into it. It's one of the things she wants to do as she ventures around. She'd like to do a little panning, you know. So yeah, old eggplant. I hope you guys are excited and ready for this. Oh, I lied. There's one sheet and it's torn. Is there more than one sheet? No, there's literally one sheet. There's a sheet of paper that I've been hoarding. How terrible am I? Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Now, it's not going to all come out this marked up because the top ones are always the most marked. Well, I guess ask and you shall receive. So this is new eggplant. That's old eggplant. No, I don't know how dark it's going to get because this is, again, this is just off the top. However, for you, my lovelies, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, who ordered the glue books, you're going to get 2 pages of this and 2 pages of this. If you would like it, you can say no, of course. You do not have to take the eggplant paper, but for your goodie bag, I'm willing to put in 1 big one and 2 small ones if you'd like it. For Leslie, Carla, Rebecca, and Janice, the lovely Janice. I know, right? Francis didn't buy a glue book. Those ladies did. They are paying me to make them a glue book. Sometimes that earns you extras when I build you something. So there'll be 2 sheets each of this, because the top paper is always the most marked up. So you're probably not in any of the batches going to find more play than that. But the color may get deeper. I don't know. It's all luck of the draw, you know. But I thought you guys might be excited to get a little sample of these goodies. So yeah, so let me do I'm going to pull this back a little bit. And then I'm going to set this here like this. So this is old eggplant. New eggplant. Hold on, I got to stack it up a little better. It's not flipping very well. So the new eggplant at the top is a little bit lighter, but we may get this color or darker as we go down. And it's fairly close to color of what I'm seeing on the screen. Right now it is a mix of eggplant and falling leaves. I don't have, if you guys want to wait a second, I can see if what's on the rack, because I just pulled out the first bit. And the rest of these off the top are mine, all mine. And you guys got out of my stash, so you are getting the 32-pound paper, not the 20-pound, because mine's always on top. It can take the least amount of soaking. But if you want to wait a second, I'll go see if some of that falling leaves is dry. Els, you're not getting off the top. You don't like the markings. All right, that's coming up a little orangier than it actually looks. I do not have any old falling leaves to show you guys. I used all mine. Oh no, Janice. You gotta use that paper. All right, Carla. So these are the ones off the top. So they're going to have the most markings. And this piece is actually a little damaged. They're not quite dry to the core, but they're dry enough that this is the true color it's going to be. And it is coming up orangier. More orange. That's a little better. That's more true to color. So this is falling leaves. It's supposed to be that color of leaves. Whoa. That's one of the really dark ones. They weren't all this dark.
Oh.
You took the darkest ones. This is falling leaves, the darker version. So yeah, to take the ones you like the best.
No, I bought this.
What?
I bought these.
No, I know you bought them, but I mean, you choose.
No, I mean, I bought a set out of the shop.
Oh, so you didn't choose that?
No, this was that.
That's probably all that was left.
Yeah, this was out of that set that I had.
Because some people really liked the lighter shade and didn't buy the darker shade, and that's what wound up in the shop. But it turned out in the long run, people preferred. I don't know how dark it's going to get. We have to wait. The top is always the lightest.
I know. It'll happen.
But this is what do you think though?
I think it's gorgeous.
Do you think it's going to be like that's probably as dark as it's going to get the way it's sitting like that?
Yeah, I think it's gorgeous.
Hey, no. Those are the marked ones. Those are mine. I always keep the top 8 for myself.
Amy's a meaner.
I am not. Did you tell Carla what kind of stuff we have? Or she was asking about what kind of mining you can do here.
Oh, I didn't see any of that. What? What kind of mining?
She went out to. She wants to come eventually to visit, and she wants to see
opals, amethysts, black opals,
gone to take
and
laundry.
silver.
No, wait. Say it again.
Opals,
Uh-huh.
black opals, amethysts, silver.
No gold.
Gold's scarce here.
There
is gold, but
not like there is in other places.
Not like there is in other places.
Okay. I love to give her shit. She gets whatever she wants. Unless it's my papers. These ones at the top 8 are almost always mine. She said opals, black opals, amethyst, silver, and a tiny bit of gold. Try. I feel bad when people tell me they have that much paper. So yeah, the color with the light changed. This is pretty accurate to what I'm seeing in person. Now this color down here was as dark as a full sheet could get, like you saw with Elsa's. But there's always a mix. There's always lighter papers and darker papers in every batch. And when I put together packs, I try to mix it up so that it's not all one or the other. But we were shooting for, when we made this, our goal was that color in the fall, when the leaves have changed to the yellow gold. No, I still have not watched that video. It's in my to watch list. I love all the 12 of 12s you've done, Janice. I think that it's more of an your skill is there, girl. You got it. You just have other stuff going on that's distracting you, I think. But your talent is definitely there. Dorinda loves purple. Dorinda is purple every time. If she sees purple, she's like, woo, woo. I think she's bought every purple from every purple batch I've made. And granted, I don't make purple all that often. I think we all feel that way. But yeah, so this is going to be fun. And Els always gets hers. You know, I have to admit, Els likes the plainer sheets. She's not so much for this type of markings. So she never takes the best, most marked up sheets. She is particular about the kind of color she likes. And I love to give her shit about it. But she does get kind of first pick because, you know, she's hosting me. I'm in her garage. But I think, so this is the 20-pound paper, and I think it's coming out. But this is right off the top. This is the first, so it was these 8 sheets, and then 1, 2, and then 5 of these. I didn't bring all of them, so there's 1 still floating around in there somewhere, maybe 6. Yeah, and that's when they're not quite dead, crunchy and brown, but they still have that kind of yellow orangey tinge to them. That's the color we're going with here. This is a 3-color mixture, and it's a bear to get exactly how you want it. So the first color for July was the grungy tea and coffee that was in the 84 pack. The second color for August is or for July is the eggplant. And then the first color for August is the falling leaves. The second color for August is the mix of warm cocoa and graveyard dirt. So the lighter and the darker brown, both with sparkle. So we're doing a combo of browns as the second part of the, and I can't remember what the Etsy release color was. So, and that's where we're at. And that's all I got today. Let me pull the old off here so that this is the new eggplant. So it is, it's not as purple as it's coming off in this light. It's looking like a dark purple here, and it's more, when you saw it the first time is more what it's like. It's not as purpley as it's looking on the screen. Oh, that's debatable. All right, let's see how long we've been on live. An hour and a half about, so I think that's a good amount of time. Thank you guys for coming and working with me while I puttered away at the signature, getting them in the order that we like. You guys are awesome. And I do feel better. I was right. I know if I came on live that I would be cheered up just by being around you guys. Because I was feeling pretty bleh. It's just how I felt today. And Carla's back. So Janice wrote it down, Carla. We have opals, black opals, amethyst, and silver in Nevada, is what Elle said. So however you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Each and every one of you absolutely deserve it. And you bring a joy into my life. I hope I bring a little bit into yours. Thanks for playing with me tonight. Until I see you in one of my lives or in a box somewhere, I wish you the happiest of crafting. I will not be live tomorrow. I'll be live on Tuesday for a magazine harvest. And maybe a little bit of creepy collage because I keep trying to get that in and I'm just not getting there. But that's it for tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bright blessings and hugs and hisses to everyone. Bye, 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 bye. Els, bye, bye. You know, this is Els's finger waggle. The end.